Navi's lineup this time around.
Same. I still would back Secret because I don't think it's an outdraft by any means. I think Navi have much better ways to win this game, whereas last game was like, well, they got a snowball from the lanes, get tons of kills, or they lost this game. It's a bit more flexible in how they can go about it, but I think it's still better.
Yeah, I think it'll be pretty dependent, I think, on being able to shut down. Because the Lina's a nice counterpick to the Necrophos, but they have to find a way to be able to shut down that Phantom Lancer.
Okay.
I'm kind of optimistic about Navi, actually.
Okay.
We'll
We got a little bit of a split here on the panel. It's time to figure out who is the one that is right, and if we are going to have maybe our first third game of the tournament. It is over to OD Pixel and Fogged for game 2.
Thank you very much, Shiv. And indeed, this time round, Navi with
Yeah. Not the tiny, of course.
Sure. No tiny today. General, of course, could be on the Pokemon this time around, isn't it? So, which kind of brings us to the discussion that is going to be this, position for Enchantress. A lot of the times when we have seen this Enchantress recently.
I think is only ran on Roger. I just played it like so.
So what do you think about the position for Edge?
He can, just like the panel was saying, his first 10 minutes are pretty much the most important thing. He has to make a ton of space for General. I still think, though, I think General's going to struggle. This Oracle, this Earthshaker, they can really bring down the Pugna quite heavily. And even though you're really fast, you're not really fast when you're rooted or you're just fissured out and blocked off, which can be a big problem. And we do see Navi, 5-man smoke. They're looking to get a good start, a good lead coming off right off the bat. But what I've seen from the Enchantress from Roger is he starts in the enemy jungle and he just tries to pressure the safe lane and give General a ton of movement. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. He's
look
there.
At this. Yeah, they're going to have the high ground advantage here. This Shaker falling down low. No escape for him. Navi with that smoke up. Successful movement. First blood into the hands of General as well. The kind of plays Navi need to be pulling out.
Oh, General got it, huh?
He did.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Money for the Pugna.
If he gets like boots, he can be pretty speedy. And looks like they're actually going for some type of... They're moving their lanes around a little, actually. It looks like Pugna is drawing the line for Void to go top so they can get the matchup versus the Batrider. They did put down a ward to as well block the camp, but they want to have this Batrider versus... They want to have Void versus the Batrider.
Yes.
And they want to make sure that Pugna can get as much as possible. That is their big building hitter. So Oracle, this is the big difference maker in this game. Because Pugna and Lina, they have massive burst damage versus the Necrophos. However, if they get Fate's Edict, it can counteract almost everything. Life Drain, magic damage. Lina, all magic damage, same thing with Blast. Fate's Edict makes you 100% magic damage resistant.
I mean, how do Navi deal with that? Is it just they have to kill the Oracle at the start of these fights?
They have to find the Oracle in those fights. I mean, that's going to be later on down the line. We're going to see how they get to that point first. But yeah, later on down the lines, they have to be able to find that Oracle because if he's sitting outside of the Chronos, he can easily save people. That being said, though, False Promise is one of those abilities that removes every time you get disabled. Chrono is one of the big ones that you, of course, cannot remove.
Mid lane with the rolling onto mid block. With the body blocks as well to allow Denny to get the punches through, but Yapsor's there with the Fissure. Make sure the mid one is kept safe.
I've seen Dendy have pretty good success on the Lina in the mid lane recently, and they're looking to make him have an excellent game, starting with the Satyr mid, the Hurt rolling in right. They're trying to prep mid one.
Bottom lane, General. Just get bullied back by both the Oracle and the PL.
He did get the Dream, though, on General. He got the first blood, and he already had win lane. So he's got boots. This is a 400 movement skeleton in the bottom lane.
Yeah, very hard for Secret to find a kill on. Still, they'll try their best to keep his CS low and harass their back from the creep wave. Mid lane, though, is where the most attention from both sides is coming through. As Navi still with 3 there. You see Roger on the edge. On that high ground, really wants to make something happen.
Yeah, so he's just trying to find the wild, and he has to stop the tornado. He is able to.
They're moving in, and with the blast, mid one he's brought low. They have the slow as well. They're going to bring him down. Navi getting his Deccan one in this mid lane. These movements from Roger, that persistence as well to hang around the mid lane. Staying off in these first couple of minutes as they can get some serious pressure as the tier 1.
Look at all the creeps. Triple range creep, double full creep wave.
Mid one has to be careful. Roger, he's just going to start beating him on the sidelines. He needs help. He does have Yapsor nearby. Mid one, though, still just left no points in the Ghost Shroud.
He really wants to make sure he gets this experience. Too much to let down, so he can't go back to base just now. Trying to get those last hits, get that regen up, but he's getting surrounded. The minus arm kicking in the Blightstone.
He's in trouble. Seneca coming through. This mid Necro being bullied right out of the game.
The power of that Enchantress, and they're, like we said, they're focusing so much there because the other two lanes are fine. They're forcing reactions too. So Pugna now bottom lane, gonna get a lot versus the Phantom Lancer, also be able to pressure, and Void should be able to farm decently in the top lane. You know, they were talking about the interaction with time dilation and time walk versus Batrider early. Long cooldown, so the sticky is very obnoxious. But their laning decision, they've got the ideal lanes that Navi wanted. General gonna get a lot down here versus that Phantom Lancer.
I mean, and this mid lane as well, you know, with Dendi getting ahead on this Lina thanks to his team's, you know, presence.
Yeah.
Surely this is a matchup, though. It's the Lina gets a few levels ahead. It's incredibly hard to play as a Necrophos.
Yeah, it's extremely hard, especially because Enchantress is gonna just chain gank there too. But yeah, if Lina gets level 6 before Necros,
yeah, it's just
got some
you gotta leave the lane.
bursted. Yeah. I'm not seeing any stacks coming out from Secret, but they can't really. That's the power of the position where Roger is. He's not playing at all in the defensive jungle. That's what I've seen in pretty much all of his Enchantress games that he's played in the past. He always plays in the enemy jungle and just puts pressure on that safe lane, on that off lane.
Interestingly, he's constantly prioritizing and picking up the Satellite Tormentors, so he has that nuke damage, which I guess is just so strong against the Necrophos.
I think mid one's dead.
Is he getting done in just by Lina here? It will Seneko again coming through. That's a 4th kill in the mid. This mid lane is going absolutely crazy.
Yeah, Dendi's got boots already with the double null, so the movement speed is so minimal on Necrophos. 285, one of the slower heroes in the game. Bottom
lane General trying to walk in and right-click Puppey down, as both Puppey and Ace did go quite deep hunting for General in the tree line, but he was able to duke it out. Was a haste on Dendi as well. Oh, in fact, he's going straight back. Oh, not again, surely. Mid one.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh my goodness, this mid lane. I sort of question how do you make this roaming position for Ench work, and Roger's presence has just, it seems to be the counter to the mid Necro. Mid one can't get anything done between this Enchantress and the Lina, and an occasional appearance from Seneko.
Dude, got 4-minute medallion.
Apart.
4-minute medallion on the Ench.
Oh.
And he's just keeping it going. Dendi now finally gonna go back to base, but damage is done. Mid one is so punished here. Level 4 Necro, almost level 6 Lina.
This is a tasty stack for Fada, but Roger and Crystallize are around to at least try and take some of it away from him. And we will get some of the large creeps there with the blast. RV2 managed to make sure that Fada does not get away with taking the complete stack.
They zoned him away from a lot of that experience too. I think he missed 2 of the bigger creeps.
Ready. Absol. Running Seneko. Be careful around the shrine area though, Navi. You're coming back over though, and as you say, with that medallion. A lot of potential. Puppey's now ready as well. This time, Secret are ready to turn. The double blast does come out though. Yapso has the control and also has the shrine. Will start to heal back up. Roger, he's looking to fight through the shrine here. With these Shadow Tormentors, he's nearly doing it again with the blast. Yapso having to run, will keep himself alive.
Now mid one's in some trouble.
Well, even with 3 heroes here, Secret's struggling straight away to deal with these 2 members of Na'Vi. Fisher comes out again onto Seneko. He's falling down low, but finally gets taken out. The Purifying Flames does nuke him. And one still surviving for now. A couple more right clicks would do it, but he can't get it out. Fada's in with the reaction. Secret realized they need someone else to step in to sort it out.
Bottom lane Ace, gonna get solo kill by General.
Okie dokie do. Na'Vi.
They've got the ideal lane matchups, that's what we were talking about. And the clean, crisp rotations coming after them have been ideal. Fada needs to be able, this is exactly what Fada needs to do though. He needs support in those type of fights every single time now to try to bring his team back out of this very rough start.
Won't last long.
Top lane, looks like they want to go for Crystallize here. He's only got the level 1 time walk. The time dilation is hitting, but he's looking to be in trouble.
He's got the chrono though. In fact, he's punching him. He doesn't care that he's got 3 stacks on them with the backup of Roger and Seneko. The Mud Golem Stone coming through. Now look towards Fada. Crystallize, he does run in the file with 5 stacks on him. Not the smartest thing to do. There are 3 stacks on Seneko as well. Fada with the Fairy Fire, trying to keep himself alive, turning back towards Seneko, but he can't quite do it. Na'Vi will come out on top of that. And in fact, mid lane, though, Secret do pick up Dendi. Whilst this is all going on, Yapso and Puppey able to punish him.
It looks like he went for, I didn't actually catch the whole thing of it, but it looks like he went for the kill on the Necro, and I believe the raindrop actually saved mid one there, because the Laguna was expended, and I saw Necro sitting at about 80 HP. So I think the raindrop was the big ticker there, but Roger and Seneko are killing it now.
They really are. These movements from these two are so crisp, so clean. Top lane. Roger.
Oh,
He's been spotted. He's going to get blocked out here. They've got a good amount of lockdown. He has got the creep though, but the time dilation slow. It's going to be enough. Nice kick out as well from Seneko, making sure Roger's going to be fine. He turns, down now onto Fada. Fada still with the Firefly, but the first hit bash, the second hit, oh dear, that's just dirty. Crystallize, hunts him down, beats the bat to the ground.
He's got the 1-1-3 build though, so you know he's more likely to get those bashes.
Oh, Roger, he's not done yet. He's playing around with Yapso. He's got a lot of creeps to utilize as well. Yapso will be able to clean out one of Roger's little pets. 9-4. Despite the action though, it is only a 1k gold lead for Na'Vi. In net worth, not too crazy for this stage.
The experience is a bit crazy though. It's 2,000 experience already for Na'Vi.
Okay.
That's expected, you know, Necro got so shut down, but rotation now coming out toward bottom.
This Invis rune could catch General off guard. They have to reach the side.
Life Drain's on cooldown as well now. They're rotating even more heroes. Batrider trying to join the threat.
This could be a big Reaper's kill for the side of Secret as they bring General down low. He'll trap himself. Oh, he's still alive. He's okay. He's gonna live. All right. Raindrops. Doing it there for General. I can't quite believe it. He gets out of that.
Raindrops, man. Best item.
Dire's top tower
What a purchase.
Just too little to bring him down. I thought they might wait for Fada there, but they looked like they saw the opportunity. With the Decrepify too, it looked like he would get brought down, yeah. Just that, this is where it comes into play, that under-leveled Necro, only level 6.
Look at this straight away, Seneko instantly with the silence and the stun. Puppy there though, will have the protection, out for mid-bomb, but oh, he's not going to save him for the Lagunas coming into the end of it all. Just as it wears off, Dendi in with the burr.
Denied.
Dendi,
9, Lina.
3-3 in this mid lane, top of the net worth by nearly a clear 1,000 ahead of anyone else in the game.
Yeah, he's absolutely massive. And in the past, what we've seen from Dendi is he goes to the jungle quite early on those Linas and gets like, the incredible early Bloodstone, but he doesn't need to in this type of game. He's just running at it. In top lane now, they're able to claim a tier 1 very early from Roger's rotations. And this, we are why this Enchantress gets banned so often versus Na'Vi right now.
I'm liking how Roger's playing it, I really am. So we see a lot of people around the world bringing it out in core roles, but Roger showing us how to still do it. This precision 4 capacity, and it's looking pretty hot these first 10 minutes, especially that mid lane, that whole pace being set by that Enchantress presence.
Yep, and Pugna, of course, it's just, you know, it's the way that they had these lane setups. I feel like I'm beating it to death, but getting that Void versus the Batrider, getting Pugna in the safe lane, able to just get as many levels as possible and farm. He's gonna have Aether Lens finished up so early on this Pugna to be able to siege those towers. Mid lane.
This smoke. There was a scan from Secret behind the tower, so they know that there was a movement from that area.
Oh, they're gonna they look like they're very prepared right now for this mid lane.
They are. They do have the Cruncher available. How are they going to jump? They are going to be held back by the Fisher jump forward. Chrono is going to catch the TPs coming in. So at least we'll stop some of the reaction, but it looks like Seneko will be the one to pay the price as he takes the Reaper's scythe to the head. Not the opportune Chrono, but it does maybe stop things from getting a little worse for Na'Vi in that mid lane.
Yeah, it was... He tried to catch the Necro so they could burst him, but it's way too far. The Necro not only doesn't get caught in it, but at the tower, they don't want to be able to dive versus that. Diving versus Batrider versus Earthshake, that's how you get turned around on. You get fissured up, a couple sticky stacks, the fight just becomes an absolute problem. They didn't have General there either. He's just continuing to farm on bottom. That is the first Chrono expended, and they didn't really get too much out of it. They only lost one hero.
See where they can go next. Seneko.
Level 6 on the Earth Spirit.
He does have his eyes on this area, looking for potentially this P out. I mean, the combo from him and Ace's Pugna, if they can get that silence and stun, those two can certainly have a good shot at killing him. They will need to make sure their spells. Ace will be able to walk out.
Still don't think that they actually can bring him.
Don't think it would be quite enough.
Yeah, he's still quite tanky in the location. Pugna wasn't close enough. If they can maybe get the silence while the Pugna's getting the damage on, plus the stun, then maybe. Okay. But yeah, that one was a little bit just too far. And now, Secret on recovery mode. Everyone trying to farm whatever they can.
Yeah.
Good one. Gonna be getting the Veil at a pretty okay time, I guess you could say, after the disaster that happened to him. 12 minutes, he's about to have it. and everybody else trying to farm up as much as possible.
Do you like this as well from General, the Pugna build, Trank crawls to straight Ether Lens?
Yep. Aether Lens is the pretty much ideal build now. Everybody does it. They try to actually go for bottom here. He gets away, and now mid. Looks like they're going to set up mid.
And they've got the setup into the combo from Dendi. It's clean, it's crisp. Once again, Roger and Seneko making sure they're there to enable Dendi, and they certainly are doing that. Look at this as well. Dendi level 11, and 2 levels ahead of anyone else on the board. He's going to have that 12 soon enough, and then that amount of burst, you are going to have to just hope and pray that Puppey is there behind you on this Oracle, otherwise you do stand a chance against the Lina combo.
Trying their final tier 1 of the game.
He's coming back for his mid one, returns to the lane.
Secret needs, their lineup needs time. The Necro was like the big one for the early game for them with the Batrider, but with the favorable matchups, they're so far behind. And Necro sitting 3,200 and 3,500 net worth, while PL doing a little bit better, but PL is the one that you don't want to be bringing to the fight to try to catch your team back up. The PL, you need this to make the space for him to get all that farm going. So it's really up to Fada, really up for mid one.
Mask of Madness in the void. Actually, Seneko looking for a fighting opportunity. In fact, he gets the Fada smash up too into the light strike as well. This combo bringing Secret down. They lose both. Na'Vi relentless with their onslaught. Any sort of opportunity that is presented, Seneko looks to take advantage of, and he can trust that his teammate right behind him to follow up.
Are they going into Rosh, it looks like here? The Medallion and with the Enchantress?
Oh, I like that. It's safe to do so.
I don't see how Secret contest this by any means. They can't fight into this Bloodstone, Lina, Pugna.
Could try, but a Chronosphere will be quick to come their way.
They're not there. Their team fight is just not there at the moment. They don't have Blink on Batrider for the catch or anything. He went for the build early. They have to give this one up. Secret has to
14-minute Bloodstone.
Deal with this.
Dendi. Absolutely doing. And there we have it. Aegis into the hands as well. That's always going to be feeling pretty good if you get that Aegis as soon as you get that Bloodstone. Know that you've got that second chance as well to protect those charges.
He's worth way too much at this point too. Like if they were able to bring him down, it's so much gold, so much experience that would get. And look at where Secret's farming. Now you see the true desperation. Fada farming the enemy jungle. PL trying to push his boundaries, pushing bottom, and Yapsor just jungling as the Shaker. They know that there's no way they can fight into Navi's lineup now with those heavy ultimates, with that Chronosphere magnetized, and the sheer level advantage.
Ana has to be careful here. They've hunted him out, and again, this combo perfectly executed time and time again.
Seneko and Raja are just so on point this game with their rotations, and Seneko's landed pretty much almost all of his boulder smashes.
Well, like mid one and Puppey trying to do this push coming through. Will be able to deter it momentarily. I say that, well, of course, General with that Ether Lens just waltzes in. Blast down the tower piece by piece, and well, nothing these two heroes can do to stop that sort of a siege.
They don't have, Secret doesn't have the D push. You know, it's the Batrider and the Earthshaker Fissure, which are not great heroes at pushing out towers and pushing out the pushes, pushing out the heroes that are in the tower. It's really quite difficult for them to actually do that.
Oh, cheeky little smoke here.
They're actually just going for the base right now.
Yeah, they want to try and catch Secret off guard with a bit of a jump. Crystallize, of course, has that Chrono at the ready. Secret have to be careful how they come forward to hold this, and again, look at this. Oh, this Pugna push, it's disgusting, and there's the jump. Crystallize, grabs two in the Chrono. Na'Vi trying to move close through. False promises there in time. Will protect mid for the time being. Puppey only just getting away from that Fissure into the two-man Echo, comes out. Secret, they'll clear out the Aegis, they'll take down Seneko. Can they go around 200 Dendi? That's the question. Doesn't look like they can. But how to let him be. He's able to walk back out. General continuing the push with the blast onto the tier 3 tower. Secret are down 2 members. Hey, Puppey, Yapsor and Ace available to defend. And that tower is almost certainly going down here, as Na'Vi will claim the tier 3. Looks like, see if they back off now. I want to stick around. The full 5 mana Secret back in the game. And indeed, Na'Vi They play it safe. They know that they've got this insane advantage. 17 minutes in, 10k gold lead. It really is starting to look like just the polar opposite of what happened in game 1.
Yeah, it's looking very difficult for Secret to kind of catch up in this game. Their heroes don't really do that. They need to blink back on the Shaker to get those beautiful Echo Slams. And they need to blink on the Bat Rider. They need to be able to catch those heroes in the back lines, but Ace even went for the Boots of Travel build, so he is going to take a very long time to get behind. Need to try to assault the Batter. It's going to be Navi's for sure.
Dyer's top shrine is under attack.
Such a different performance here in this game too, and I think the panel, a lot of them did say, you know, the draft was the huge issue in game 1, and I think, you know, this game is sort of testament to that, that, you know, Navi, they can still pull out these incredible plays against a team like Secret. A lot of people were saying, you know, game 1, it wasn't Navi being bad, it was a Secret being incredibly good. And those people now sort of have to look at this game and say, well, if they were saying that this was Secret looking incredibly good in game 1, this has got to be Navi looking incredibly gooder,
yeah,
for lack of a better word.
It's the big thing I feel like is the 2 supports this time. The last game they had Roger on Kato. Can't roam. This game, from what I've seen, Roger, even when he was on Empire, this guy is incredibly good at reading map movements and very good at understanding where he needs to be in the game. We're seeing that from this Enchantress, from all the movements and from the decision making. Navi staying grouped together. They know that the only way that they lose this game is if they give out pickoffs. So they just need to stay grouped up around the Pugna, keep those team going. There's a blink on Yapsor now though for Secret, so that is one of the big factors that they have to account for.
And again, unlike sort of game 1 where there was this sort of net worth for Secret and it did pretty much feel like the game was over and Navi had very little options, this time round you can't really write Secret off yet. They have the Necrophos, they have these big teamfight ultimates, the Echo Slams, they have the split push potential and the you know, ability to make space for Ace across the map as you can look to split with the boost travel.
They still need so much time.
Oh, they do. They do. Navi are doing their best to make sure that they don't give Secret this time a chance. As they just group up and indeed push again, they'll even be able to take out that sneaky Tinker Ward at the side. It's tier 2. Very shortly. Will fall. That's another outclaim, Navi.
Dyer's bottom
so no outer shrines.
Under attack.
Secret. Also, during that push top, they got not only a very deep ward, but they got a ward in the enemy jungle too. So just watch Secret playing. And now they're gonna go to push that last tier 2. They really want to take the fight. They have the Shadow Blade now on the Void too to get that positional advantage.
Oh, that's lovely. They did have a dire wood out, and I think that was pinged as well by Puppy, so they saw the Shadow come through. They know to expect it, and indeed, they straight up throw down a sentry. So Secret are aware of this Shadow Blade. In fact, that could work against him, and by the look of it, it may just do so. They can chain lock him down with the Reaper side. They've got him. They take down the Void. They now look towards Seneko. He tries to roll in. They'll lose him as well. That ward there, beautifully done. That vision gain, that awareness, Puppy pings it out straight away. They lay down the sentry, the trap is laid, and they punish that Shadow Blade pickup.
Supports for the win.
Wards win your games.
Wards win your games. Vision is so in these two situations. Yapsor being at such a deficit, of course, goes to the 250 mana talent, just not really feeling like the strength is anything in this game. And that's going to be the defusal soon finished up for Phantom Land. You know, he's on his way. He's still quite far behind, but they're starting to get that slight momentum going for them. They're starting to be able to push the lanes a bit. Mid one at least has an item, you know, he's got the Veil, he's got the Hood, he's a little more durable, but still, Navi looking to continue their pressure, not give any more space.
Bottom lane. We'll see if they can find an opening onto fire here. Quite hard to do so with that blink. They do have obviously the Yule's Cat ready from Dendi. Level 16 on this Lina.
They're setting up for him bottom. Lasso's up in 5. Dendi needs to be a bit careful. Yapsor's rotating in 2.
The rest of his team have left him. He is all alone here, Dendi. And they've got the catch here. Yule's has already been used to try and hold back the bat, but that's not going to save this Lina. Dendi dragged back. Is he going to get the chance to kill himself? He may just, there he will. He does manage to find himself at the least.
Yapsor really wanted to save the Echo Slam for the mid situation. So I do understand, you can understand the decision there. They're like, okay, Bloodstone's starting to tick down, it's good, but mid lane.
Be a nice Echo, yeah?
Mid one.
To hold out. In one. Can he? He can't with that. Oh, he goes Shredder just in time. Oh, there's Yap. In with the two-man Echo. Has it got the further change to the fish has already been used. Then he will pick up the bat with the Laguna Blade. And now Seneko, chased down by Ace, crystallized with Krona, holding the PL in place. So with the bashes, he may just be able to finish this. Ace trying to run, has the doppelganger down. Oh, jumps straight into the face of Roger, and in fact, a blast in general finishes him off. Secret lose 2 yet again.
There was a silence in that fight by Seneko that was so clutch. The Ghost Trap comes out from mid 1. He turns, he's about to throw the Reaper South onto the Void, but the silence comes through by Seneko, and we're able to now go for this siege.
Yeah, with 2 men down, and the fact that Na'Vi, they have General alive, only losing the Earth Spirit. They've got all the push in the world. Secret, they really hold this off. They don't have that Echo, that crucial spell. Hasn't nearly allowed them to turn around some of these pushes that Na'Vi have come through with.
They want to go for the Pugna as soon as he steps up.
They really do.
Unable to find him though.
It's so hard to do, so they're eyeing at Roger.
You see Yapsor just stop canceling the fissure. They're trying to get that opportunity when someone steps up. Na'Vi with the spam.
The reef side. Roger.
They're spinning around in circles.
Oh, the smash. I mean, yeah, Na'Vi's just sort of teasing with Secret just on the edge of the base.
This is exactly what you need to do though as Na'Vi. You're making everybody on Secret be back at the base. Even though you're not killing the tower, you're putting pressure on it, you're forcing the heroes back.
Na'Vi will be held back.
You can feel the desperation for Secret too. Ace queues up a BKB on the PL.
That's grim.
What have we
Really are relying on some top tier shaker plays and some crucial Reaper sights on different targets. There is the potential for those to occur, but it's going to have to require Secret just playing at the top of their game, as they are in such a tricky position with the way that Na'Vi's been playing in this opening.
Secret has to have like perfect execution in these team fights in order to really thwart what Na'Vi has at this point. Oracle needs to be sitting outside of the Chrono if it does come out every time. If not, they need to have the initiation come out from the Bat Rider onto that Chronosphere with a nice follow-up, but it's very difficult into this massive lead that Na'Vi does have, and this is now Aegis and Cheese, so we talk about this a lot where you're playing versus a team that has these big ultimates like the Shaker ulti, like the Bat Rider Lasso, kind of bring people into a position that you just get caught out and you can't grab up to them. But when there's an Aegis, when there's a Cheese, you can actually catch up to these heroes that get grabbed.
Dendy's still got to, he's left for that double damage. They'd love to have the chance to poke into someone if he gets it. They're smoked up Na'Vi again behind Dendy, looking for that chance. They want Secret to jump for this. They're ready with the counterplay. They have the Chronosphere ready. They can just look at this super safe siege that Na'Vi can pull off with the attack range of Lina, with the blast in general. It's so hard for Secret to stop Na'Vi from getting away with this. They just walk in, walk out, and these racks, they're slowly dying.
Secret's gonna have to just go at one point, otherwise they're gonna lose their racks. Now it's a BKB on Lina, but it's coming on the curve here.
So of course, that Aegis though still. So if played correctly, essentially a triple life on Dendy.
Yeah, and they have the high ground vision at the moment, so they do see all of Secret's members.
I mean, look at these racks are just falling. Secret can't do anything about this.
Trouble.
Oh, we'll get forced back. Fisher as well. Seneko rolled in pretty deep here. But Secret, they are forced to scatter. Finally, Fudder finds an opportunity to get in. Gets the trap. Seneko. Reaper's Scythe will put an end to the Earth Spirit. Just be able to hold the melee racks as well, though, with the fortification. So we'll manage to break at least a bit of part of Na'Vi's push, but I don't think Na'Vi will feel too worried. We'll see how safe they want to play. They are a man down. And they will retreat for now by the looks of it. Dendy TP down, the bottom lane starting to come a little too close for comfort. Na'Vi know that they can still afford to play this safe. Didn't get the melee racks in the middle lane, but they take the range racks down and still continue to show a lot of dominance over Secret here.
Yeah, they forced Secret in their base for, I mean, that siege felt like it lasted a minute and a half or so, even longer than that. They kept Secret there the whole time. We see how far lanes are now pushed out for Secret. The top lane had 4 range creeps. I think bottom lane also had 4 range creeps. So that's so much farm that Secret missed during that time that they had to sit in their base and defend. And they only get a Nurse Spirit out of it.
Yeah. He's fine with his, I think, giving away that. But,
Secret needs to pretty much split up and make sure that these lanes don't hit their base at this point, but risk splitting up, as you can just get caught out so easily by the heroes that he does have with Seneko, with how on point he's been with his rotations from this Earth Spirit. Buying so many sentries on this secret. They want to commit for a full gem. They just want to make sure that there's full vision inside of their base, those jumps. Yeah. Look at the outside of their base. They have 2 sentries top, 1 sentry with vision near that high ground, and then 3 sentries outside the base too. So they want to make sure they see where the void's coming from, and they want to make sure they don't have vision inside the base.
Yap has the echo. Can't really find something themselves to start off with. Crystallized, Shadowblade it up. Na'Vi being very careful though, splitting up and sort of spreading around the area, see if they can get any vision on Secret themselves. But looking for these sort of jumps. Danny coming quite far forward, does still have that Aegis BKB use. A lot of ways to play out of any tricky situations. So feeling confident to do so.
Netherward just scaring Secret so much as well. This is one more hit from the catapult, and oh, actually Brax is still alive with 8 HP.
I mean, no, Denny's going to walk in and take it. He says, I'll have that one. He does get vision. He gets the racks. Mid one forced away. Just in time. We'll live to see another day.
Their lanes are in great position for Na'Vi. They can just go top. They can continue the siege. Just giving no breathing room for Secret.
I mean, really do have to give credit to Na'Vi here. As much as game 1 was Secret just beating Na'Vi to the ground, this is Na'Vi absolutely destroying Secret here in game 2.
Oh yeah.
There is no doubt about this. This is going to be just as impressive as the beatdown they received in game 1 from Secret. Crystallize. Shadowblade again. Ready to look for the Crone. Rob. Up it, look at the bait. Oh, he gets 2. Ace will survive out the side of it. Puppey with a false promise to keep that man alive, allowing Yapzor to walk it off. Mid one as well with the Ghost Round, not quite. Yapzor comes back in with a slap. Not quite enough damage to finish off Na'Vi though. Crystallize jumps down. It's being focused by Ace. Crystallize in trouble. The smash though is there. Crystallize still falls. But they do kill off the majority of Secret. They've lost 4. They'll buy back on 1. But this is the buyback on Fada. He himself is in trouble. He's trying to finish off Seneko. He won't get the kill. And Dendi is just diving the base, diving for Puppey.
It's looking like, yeah, it's GG. There's no way.
It is. What a turnaround. I can't quite believe it. Game 1 looked so miserable for Na'Vi, but game 2, this was see their faces pummeled heavily into the dirt as Na'Vi just walk all over them. And Na'Vi say, you want to play some serious Dota? We'll draft some serious heroes. And they gave us some serious plays. No messing around from the